When we first began with high school sports and video streaming, it was a camera or two. It's grown to multiple cameras, multiple angles, a switcher operator, a couple of announcers, on-field shots, and really we do all this to enhance the viewership.
With the larger scale production, we just have more options, more camera shots, more quality, with our interviews during the game, post-game, and pre-game, really bring a great product to families that are watching at home or watching after the fact.
Students have families in different communities, different states, even different countries. All those people are able to watch our broadcast and see their family performing at a really high level.
We like to think of it as not just being there for a game, but really enhancing the community involvement with this, and that's what it's about.
Luke Lidke Electric is a proud sponsor of today's game. Serving Dodge and surrounding counties, choose the best and choose Luke Lidke Electric, bringing more than 25 years of certified experience to your home, office, or warehouse. They specialize in residential, commercial, industrial, and more. Full electrical installation, home standby generator sales and installation. Luke is also a proud graduate of Lomira and supporter of Lomira Athletics. Go Lions!
Good evening and welcome to a beautiful facility here, Lomira High School. Steve Winterhack and Randy Armgood with you. Got the stream team here with us tonight, and we're going to bring you some Flyway Conference basketball as the host Lomira Lions are taking on the Mayville Cardinals. And should be a pretty good contest. Always a great rivalry with these teams being so close to each other. A lot of ties between the communities, and a little bit like Waupun playing in Laconia or something like that. It's a lot of ties, a lot of familiar names in both communities. And looking forward to this game here tonight. And got a chance to talk to Dan Damask. You know, we're a couple of Waupun guys. We took the whole ride with them to the state championship in 2016, the runner-up in 19. And it's kind of fun to talk to Dan again, even though he's never left Waupun. But
it is very. It's interesting how many people we knew when we came in here tonight. And
yeah,
you know, you talk about Damask, and now you got a son that played in the Big Ten, very successful career playing for Illinois, and then with the Bulls now organization. So, yeah, he brings a lot of cred to the community here. And
Coach of the Year in the state. His son is the Mr. Basketball in the state of Wisconsin. Son Mason is his assistant coach. He had a free ride to college over Winona State. His daughter's very good basketball players and played college ball. So a very successful family. Good to talk to him again, though. Seems pretty happy over here, so the people in Lomira have really welcomed him here, and feels like it's a good fit for him after leaving Waupun. And Waupun, of course, it has a very good coach right now, so they had an opening here, and they felt right and came over here and started coaching this year.
Yeah, I had a chance to talk to Coach Damask before the game as well, and he told me, too, the facilities here are top-notch. He said he really likes it. He gets individual gym time. He doesn't have to share, with the JV and the freshmen a lot because they have multiple gyms. And he said it's about as good a facility as you can ask for to be a coach in. So, very, very good situation for him, and a guy that knows how to build programs from, the youth all the way up.
Mayville taking on the Mayville Cardinals on the road here today. Brett Kermsey, got a chance to talk to him. So, it'll be a tough game tonight. They're a little undersized compared to them, but they played some close games and lost. But they close games with ranked teams like Kiel, Columbus, and Laconia, and then took care of business in their last game against Randolph. So he's feeling that he's got some pretty nice talent there, and they know they got to take care of business against a taller team here tonight. But matter of fact, I had a chance to talk to Coach Kermsey before the game. We're going to have that interview coming your way in just 1 minute. We'll come back and I'll have that interview with the Mayville coach, Brett Kermsey, right after this on RP Sports.
From tires and transmission, batteries and brakes, to engines and exhaust, the service experts at Mayville Tire are trained to keep your vehicles at peak performance. Whether you need routine maintenance or reliable repairs, you can trust Keith and his team to take care of you and your vehicle. Ask about free pickup and delivery, no interest financing, as well as commercial truck tire service. Find the service experts at MayvilleTire.com. Mayville Tire, honest mechanics, happy customers.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do. For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhard Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhard Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
You hear it, but you can't see where it's coming from. Or worse, you know where it's coming from, but it's too much for a do-it-yourselfer to do. Call Maxwell Plumbing. They're affordable, professional, and know what they're doing. These guys do everything from taking a peek at a leak to taking on complete plumbing projects for residential, commercial, or industrial customers. Maxwell Plumbing, located in Lomira, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, and Washington counties. 920-948-9395.
The Mayville Gun Club proudly supports high school athletics. The Mayville Gun Club is open to the public and welcomes you to enjoy their facilities. Whether you want to sharpen your skills or spectate, you'll love the beautiful clubhouse overlooking 50 wooded acres filled with wildlife. You're sure to appreciate the gorgeous views, along with craft, skeet, and sporting clay course. For all upcoming event information, league details, and listing of membership benefits, visit MayvilleGunClub.com. The Mayville Gun Club, where enjoyment comes naturally.
This is Pat Bresky with Lakeside Wealth Management. As a client of mine, you'll benefit from honest communication, personal services, and innovative strategies as we help you build and protect your wealth. Our objective is to provide you with clarity and confidence in your future and guide you along the path towards financial independence. As an independent firm, Lakeside Wealth Management has no obligation to investment product manufacturers. Our sole focus is serving our clients.
Contact Fond du Lac and Dodge County's Money Man, Pat Bresky at Lakeside Wealth Management, 923-9740 or lakesidewealthmanagement.net.
Welcome back to Lomira High School. Steve Winterhack with you, and again, Mayville on the road taking on the Lomira Lions, and a chance to talk to the head coach for the Mayville Cardinals right now, and that is Brett Kermsey. He's going to join me right now. And Coach, let's talk about your team, where you're at early in the season yet, and where are you at, where you want to get here before the end of the season.
Yeah, I would say we've had a pretty tough schedule to start our year, so we've been competing, playing a lot of schools that have racked up some wins. But yeah, we're competing and we're trying to get better every day, and that's the best part about early in the year, right? We're always learning more about ourselves every day.
What do you think you need to improve on some of the to-do list for your team, and as the team progresses here in the season?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, we're a smaller team in comparison to like a Lomira. We don't have tremendous size, so rebounding as a group is going to be important. We're starting to get around a little bit better shooting now. Now we've kind of knocked the dust off. So those are two areas that we're always trying to improve in.
And of course, you're very familiar with your opponent, being a flyaway opponent. So, what's your thoughts on the Lomira Lions and what you have to do here tonight?
Yeah, I mean they played through their two best guys, and it's gonna be our job to figure out how to slow them down, be physical, try to get them off their spots, and ultimately it's gonna be more about us than anything. We care about how we play our style more than anything. So we'll make it as hard as we can, and then we're gonna just be us at the end of the day.
Of course, thanks for your time and good luck today.
Thank you.
Okay, talking to the Mayville coach, Brett Kermsey, joining us, and we'll be back with more of our pregame show after this on RP Sports.
From our initial consultation to the final closing, I'm with you every step of the way, ensuring a smooth and seamless home selling experience. My goal is to make the home selling process smooth and worry-free. For a smooth and successful sale, contact Brock Fleischer at 920-960-0555 or visit WeSellWisco.com.
Welcome back. More of our pregame show. Steve Winterhack with you, and a very familiar guy to interview, Dan Damask, joining me right now, but not the Waupun coach anymore, the Lomira coach, kind of the Bill Belichick of coaches right now, finding couldn't stay away from coaching, and here we are talking to Dan, the Lomira Lions head coach, and getting ready to take on Mayville. But Dan, just talk about some of the things that went through your mind to come over and get back in coaching again and choosing Lomira.
Yeah, of course, I'm a lifelong coach, been coaching for, 35 plus years, and I think my first coaching gig was in 87, and so it's sat out a little bit for a while there, and did some training and team consulting, but there's something special about running your own team and running your own program, and I had a chance to come here. I knew some parents and had some conversations, and one thing led to another, and it's 22 minutes from my door to here, so proximity worked in favor as well, and so I'm really enjoying this new position.
So you got 4 games in, you're 4-0 so far. You've got a couple of really nice players on the team here, and just talk about your team and what you throw on the court here this season.
Yeah, we're our program isn't deep in numbers. We have 24 kids, and to run 3 levels is a little challenging, but we do have some talent, and the guys fill the positions pretty nicely. With the numbers, we end up playing a lot of young kids. We got 5 sophomores on varsity. And so that's a challenge, just from to try to win at a high level with younger players is challenging. So we have a lot of things we're challenged with, but we are mostly blessed as a coaching staff with just the quality of kids we have. They're just easy to work with. They work hard. They listen, and that's been the biggest joy so far this season.
Your 2 stud offensive players out there with Jake Bresky and Jackson Gable. Just talk about these guys. I know you got a 6'9" player, only a junior out there, putting up some points, grabbing some rebounds and assists, doing a little bit of everything out there. Talk about what kind of player he is.
Yeah, Jake is I always have an eye on Jake, because Jake's he is 6'9", he's fairly athletic, and really how he goes will tell a fair degree of how our season goes, just being blunt about it. And he does have so much untapped potential, and so we're growing him as fast as we can on both ends of the floor. And he is putting up good numbers, and I just expect as those numbers go up, teams are going to throw more effort to stop him. So he has to continue to improve, and then we'll play off him, depending on what teams do to try to stop him. And a perfect example is Jackson Gable has been able to find his role on the team, and he's been hitting shots, and he is our senior quarterback leader, and he started off really confident and taking advantage of what the defense gives him.
Any pressure now? You got a state championship football team over here, and they're kind of looking at you. Hey, you've done this before back in 2016, and any pressure on you because of that?
Well, I, as a coach, in the many years I've been here, been coaching, I'm no rookie to pressure, so I feel like I know how to handle that. For me personally, it's just about organizing, prepping for practice, and getting my kids to have the best day, one day at a time, and then string those days together. And that's all we can control. And the players are just to get better. The same mentality. I'm going to do my job, they're going to do their job, and then we see what happens on the court.
Well, you're taking on the Mayville Cardinals, a conference game for you in the flyaway. What do you know about them?
Well, I'll put my time in. That's my role, is to be prepped and ready for them, and their record is not indicative of the kind of team they are. They've lost 3 games by less than 10 points to 3 really good teams. One is undefeated in Laconia, and the other 2 are, if not undefeated, they may be. They're both ranked Division III teams. Yeah. So they're a formidable opponent, and we'll have to play really good to beat them here tonight.
Well, Dan, thanks for joining us. Good to see you again.
Yep, thank you.
I'll see you in Waupun, too, around over there, too. But again, Dan Mass joining us, head coach now of the Lomira Lions, and we'll be back with more of our pregame show after this on RP Sports.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
You hear it, but you can't see where it's coming from. Or worse, you know where it's coming from, but it's too much for a do-it-yourselfer to do. Call Maxwell Plumbing. They're affordable, professional, and know what they're doing. These guys do everything from taking a peek at a leak to taking on complete plumbing projects for residential, commercial, or industrial customers. Maxwell Plumbing, located in Lomira, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, and Washington counties. 920-948-9395.
And we are back at Lomira High School. Pretty good comments from both coaches. Respect each other and know what they need to do and what the opponent they're playing here today. So this should be a fun game, like I said. Even though Mayville has a 1-3 record, those losses were close and against some pretty good teams. And So
a little built-in rivalry just from the football aspect of it. Brings so much to the table here when they compete on the basketball court.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to this ball game. We'll see the big fella out there that's putting a lot of points on the board, Jake Bresky, 24 points, 15 rebounds a game, and you got the quarterback of the state champion football team as your quarterback on the court out there with Jackson Gable, a 6-foot senior. You got Jordan Schlender, their scoring leader for Mayville, 6'1" senior, 18 points a game. And the other guy's going to stick out for Mayville, Talon Meyer, 13 points a game, a 6'2" junior. So a couple of really good scores for both teams, and let's see what happens here today. We're going to take a break, come back with the starting lineups for both teams and the beginning of tonight's game. It is Mayville on the road taking on the Lomira Lions at Lomira High School right after this on RP Sports.
Luke Lake Key Electric is a proud sponsor of today's game. Serving Dodge and surrounding counties, choose the best and choose Luke Lake Key Electric. Bringing more than 25 years of certified experience to your home, office, or warehouse. They specialize in residential, commercial, industrial, and more. Full electrical installation, home standby generator sales and installation. Luke is also a proud graduate of Lomira and supporter of Lomira Athletics. Go Lions!
At Bernhard Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhard Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhard Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
This is Pat Bresky with Lakeside Wealth Management. As a client of mine, you'll benefit from honest communication, personal services, and innovative strategies as we help you build and protect your wealth. Our objective is to provide you with clarity and confidence in your future and guide you along the path towards financial independence. As an independent firm, Lakeside Wealth Management has no obligation to investment product manufacturers. Our sole focus is serving our clients.
Contact Fond du Lac and Dodge County's Money Man, Pat Bresky at Lakeside Wealth Management, 923-9740 or lakesidwealthmanagement.net.
Looking for a change? A new career that checks all of the boxes? Excellent benefits? A great team culture? And plenty of room to grow? Metalcraft of Mayville is looking for candidates like you to fill openings in Mayville, West Bend, and Beaver Dam. Metalcraft truly believes employees make the difference, offering paid training, top wages, and a regularly sanitized, safe workplace. Apply today at mtlcraft.com.
Metalcraft of Mayville. Okay, we are back at Lomira High School. Pretty good crowd here to watch this conference game in the Flyway. Mayville, coached by Brett Kermsey, 1-3 on the season. Let's take a look at their starting lineup. Jordan Schlender, their scoring leader, 18 points a game for him, a 6'1" senior. Also 5 rebounds and 3.5 steals a game. You got Emerson Middlestad, a 6-foot junior. In the starting lineup, Talon Meyer, a 6'2" junior, averaging 13 points a game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Austin Thorson, 6'2" senior, averaging over 6 points a game and 7 rebounds a game. And Bennett Schellinger, a 6'3" senior, averaging almost 7 points a game and takes care of the boards pretty good too. For the host Lomira Lions, lights are down here in the gym, ready to put a little extra showtime on. I got the video screen up there that they're showing some highlights from the team. Pretty good atmosphere here, Randy.
Yeah, it certainly is, and you're right about the crowd. They're evenly divided. Mayville showed up on this road game, and rightfully so. And as I said, I think there's just a little bit of a football, vibe left in these crowds here because they both had such a nice run, and they really, great football teams bring the communities together.
Yeah, I saw the football in the trophy case there, Division VI state championship. Pretty cool thing there for Lomira. Let's take a look at their starting lineup. Of course, coached by, at one time, the Coach of the Year in the state back in 2016, state championship coach. Also state runner-up coach at Waupun, Dan Damask. Sam Schroffnagel, a very familiar name if you're in Mayville or in Lomira. That's a pretty common name. And he's a 6'2" senior. Jackson Gable, quarterback on the football field, quarterback on the court, 6-foot senior, 20 points a game for him, 52% from behind the arc so far early in the season. Charlie Cole, a 5'10" sophomore, averaging 8.5 points a game. He's a 3-point shooter, Also 3.5 assists a game. Hunter Dooley, a 5'9" junior, 4.5 points a game for him and 5 assists. And, of course, the big fella standing over the top of everybody on the court here today, 6'9" junior, Jake Bresky, 24 points a game, 15 rebounds a game. And as Coach Dan DeMass says, as goes Jake Bresky, goes the team here, and he's been having a really nice start to the season.
Yeah, and then Coach DeMass says his upside is really big yet. I mean, he's a little bit raw, and you know how that is when the big guys come along. He's only a junior yet, and you certainly can't teach that size. He's not a thin guy either. He's pretty well put together.
Yeah.
So
He's going to be jumping against Jordan Schlender, who's a 6'1" senior. It's all about timing on the jump, though. So if you get up there a little earlier, you might be able to get it. But we are ready to play ball here at Lomira High School. And that is won by the Lomira Lions. Dooley will bring the ball up first, hands it off over to Charlie Cole.
Mayville comes out in man-to-man defense.
And a offensive foul on the Lions. Didn't get a shot at the basket at all, and we're heading the other way.
Illegal screen there, late move. We've been seeing that called more and more this season. Trying to get those guys to not slide over at the last second.
Not my favorite colors going together here on the Mayville jerseys. It's that, that darker thing with the darker outlines around it. Not easy always to pick up. Nice drive to the basket. That one misses on the shot by Schlender. And then ball is loose. Battle for it right now, and coming up with it is Charlie Cole. Pushes it up, gets it into Bresky inside, and he's going to get fouled on his way to the basket. 2 free throws for him.
Tough pass for him to handle right there. Jake getting one thrown around his ankles, able to keep the ball alive, fight for it, gets fouled.
What a beautiful facility that they have, too, at Lomira. They really did things right here. The football field. He's an 82% free throw shooter, and that's a nice bonus for your big post guy, too. Puts that one in. But the beautiful basketball facility here. They got some nice gyms they put in here, because this is really in trouble at one time when we used to come for tournaments here.
Right.
An unbelievable football facility that really probably helped aid their success with football. Everybody wanted to play it and play on that field, and got themselves a state championship. So Mayville with the ball, just a 1-0 lead for the host Lomira Lions. Going to the basket and putting it in for Mayville is Talon Meyer. Nice little drive to the rack and finishes.
Yeah, excellent finish. Used the rim to protect the ball.
3-pointer on the way, no good from Schroffnagel, but a long rebound back in the hands of the Lions. Here goes Gable to the basket, puts it up and in. There's another great drive there. Great body control, high off the glass and in for Gable. There's an athlete for you.
Yeah, we can see why he's scoring at a high pace on this season. Aggressive move.
Get it inside and kick it back out from the right elbow. The ball is up, rolls around, no good. On the shot by Emerson Middlestat. And Lions come up with the ball.
Good catch right there by
Bresky. Goes up above everybody and uses just his length. Extends those arms past everybody and puts it in right by the basket.
Yeah, I think Bresky's a legit. Sometimes they stretch that measurement a little bit. He does look like a legitimate 6'9".
Yeah, what a nice convenience for Dan in his first year here. He's got him back again next year.
Yeah, I think he might have known what he was getting into here, that it wasn't a complete rebuild. Certainly a lot of talent.
I know we worked with some of the youth basketball. I was bringing my grandsons over here to be coached by him again. Missed shot there by Mayville and picked up by Hunter Dooley, bringing it up. Schroffnagel has it, kind of going around the horn here, back in the hands of Gable. 3-pointer on the way now from Schroffnagel, too strong, and getting the rebound is Jake Bresky. Kicks it out back on top. 3-pointer from the left corner by Cole is no good. And Mayville gets the rebound in the hands of Bennett Schellinger. Hands it off to his ball handlers. Shot on the way, that misses wide left on that miss by Jordan Schlender. Ball kicked out on the right side. Cole puts up another one. Just can't hit from downtown right now. Misses, and getting the rebound is Bennett Schellinger. And we've got a timeout on the court. We'll do the same back after this on RP Sports.
From tires and transmission, batteries and brakes, to engines and exhaust, the service experts at Mayville Tire are trained to keep your vehicles at peak performance. Whether you need routine maintenance or reliable repairs, you can trust Keith and his team to take care of you and your vehicle. Ask about free pickup and delivery, no interest financing, as well as commercial truck tire service. Find the service experts at MayvilleTire.com. Mayville Tire, honest mechanics, happy customers.
Okay, Steve and Randy back here at Lomira High School. Early going of the game. Both teams kind of feeling each other out. No offensive flow. Shots not going in from downtown. Plenty of attempts for Lomira. Can't get them to go. And the same thing for the Cardinals.
A lot of three-point attempts, and understandable. You want to keep that floor spread opened out.
Took down the lane with it to get it into Schlender. Closed in on him in a hurry. Goes Meyer, and it's going to dribble the ball on the end line. Kind of lost control of it. Puts it down right in the end line. It'll be Lomira basketball. Yeah, you notice here when you come to all the state competitors and champions for wrestling. Wrestling's a huge sport and has been for years here at Lomira High School.
This whole area over here, you got Lomira, you had the Campbell Sport and the Kewascums. They were all huge wrestling programs.
They're back down in the corner and not having the confidence to shoot right now is Schroffnagel after missing at least two from downtown. Big strong move to the basket and getting fouled on his way to the hoop. Jake Bresky back to the free throw line to shoot two more.
Bresky, he's a tough matchup for any team, high school level. He handles the ball pretty well, able to put it on the floor without traveling. I've seen him play, but I think it was 2 years ago when he may have been a freshman last time I saw him.
I do remember him as a freshman. Free throw is good for Jake. Nice stroke on that one. That foul on Tate Drinkwine. That is his first foul. 6'2" junior on the court. Keegan Kell checks in now for Lomira, 6-foot sophomore. Another free throw for Bresky. Yeah, everything looks good about that free throw form that he has. Puts it in, and now a 7-2 lead in favor of the host Lions.
A guy his size, you know you're going to get fouled a lot because they're going to send bodies to him when he handles the ball in the paint, and what a bonus to be able to.
Nice drive there. Schlender trying to maybe draw some contact and get to the free throw line, but didn't get the call. Misses the shot. We're back down on the Lions side, but they throw the ball away.
One too many passes.
And right now a lot of turnovers going back and forth. Jackson Gable picks it off.
Some defensive back moves right there.
Dooley with the three. Left corner. No good. Yeah, exactly. Got a nose for the ball back there and went up and grabbed it. And
that foul is going to go on Bresky. He didn't mean to. It was one of those unintentional. A little bit too much body.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. A couple of Waupun guys here bringing the call to you. Steve Winterhack and Randy Armga. Haven't had a chance to talk to Dan around Waupun at all, so I thought the only chance we get to talk to him is got to head over to Lomira during one of his basketball games. So it was good to see him. We even have our JV 2 team from Waupun that's playing in the other gym. We fall on the Lions. Dooley picks up the foul for Lomira on that one. Yeah, I'm going to say it's on the shot. 2 shots at the line will be Jordan Schlender.
Nobody with more than 1 foul in the game. That's the good news. Only 2 team fouls each. Make that 3 for Lomira now.
Free throws up, and it is nothing but net.
I see guys talking to each other on the court. Definitely know, these teams and these players know each other personally, obviously.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Competed against each other.
7-3 the lead now for the host Lomira Lions. They've got the basketball and the lead. They get it down in the post into Bresky, and they're going to call a tie-up. And a possession arrow pointing toward, I don't see where the possession arrow is on.
Mayville. That's a good job right there, sinking right away. Obviously going to send 2, maybe 3. Anytime that Bresky touches the basketball.
Okay, so Mayville with the ball back and just down by 4. Trying to get some kind of flow here in the ball game. Ball, bad pass, and they're going to get the ball up in a hurry over to Dooley. Has to chase it down as he lost control of it. Gable gets it long. 3 on the way, and that is no good. Rebound right in the hands of Jordan Schlender. He'll take it up, goes coast to coast with it, and on his way to the basket, he gets fouled. 2 more free throws for Schlender.
Schlender doing a nice job attacking the rim, forcing the action. It's going to be the second foul on Dooley.
Free throw is good. That's his second point of the ball game. Makes the score 7-4. Nobody tearing up the things on the court yet so far for both teams.
Yeah, nobody's making shots. That's the key.
Yeah, just
a lot of three-pointers taken and not going down.
Both free throws good for Schlender for 3 points. All of them at the free throw line. Little, token full court pressure. 3-pointer from the left corner now by Keegan Kell. And that is good. And Keegan did not hesitate on that one. Got it, got himself squared up in a hurry and shot it and put it in. 10-5 now in favor of Lomira. Meyer pulls up over from the right elbow and puts it in. Talon Meyer with his second bucket of the game. Back within 3 now are the Mayville Cardinals.
A nice looking jump shot off the bounce.
Ball's blocked. Nice job there by Mayville on the would-be shot inside. So Mayville with a chance to tie or shot just inside 3-point range. Oh, yeah, 3-point shot. Banks that one in.
Talon Meyer on that. Just the way I planned it, says Talon, off the glass.
And Mayville wants to answer right away. No good. Bresky gets the rebound. Kicks it back out. Taking it in now is Cole. Back into Bresky inside and rises above everyone else to put that one in. Lead back in the hands of Lomira. And falling away the basket. Nice strategy here by Mayville. They've got maybe looking at that. We've got the aggressive, the fast guys out here. We're going to take it right to the rack and draw the fouls, and that's what they've been doing over the last few minutes to get back in this one.
Foul goes on Jackson Gable. His first.
So Mayville with the basketball in the hands now of Schellinger. Back out on top. Over to Meyer. Schellinger puts it on the floor, gives up his dribble, and gets it over to Schlender. Just under 11 to play here in the first half. 3-pointer from the right corner, no good, and getting the rebound is Bresky, pushing it up in a hurry. And going right to the rack with it. Man, that was a nice ball moving up to the court to get it up to Keegan Kell, and he finishes. And that definitely is something they want to do is run the court.
Credit Bresky with a quick outlet and everything predicated off of that.
Well, it's a pretty good defense on that one from Blake Steger, 6'3" sophomore, and then they take it down the other way, but toss it away. Pretty aggressive drive by Austin Thorson from Mayville last trip down, but just a little bit better defense from Steger. 14-10 the lead now for the Lomira Lions. Here at home with a pretty good crowd filling up, especially one side, really both sides. Pretty good crowd representing both Mayville and Lomira.
Talon Meyer again with another take, mid-range.
He's got 9 points of the 12 points for the Cardinals so far. Ball kicked out to the right side. They're kind of baiting him a little bit to try to take those shots from outside and not get it into the big guy Bresky inside. Schellinger is going to pick up a foul defensively for the Mayville Cardinals.
That's just trying to root Bresky out of the paint is what he was doing.
Bresky but bumped a little bit and misses the shot inside. Back in the hands again of Schlender. Gets it knocked out of his hands. Ball is loose. And that will be over and back. And ball going back to Lomira.
Good officiating crew here tonight. Experienced guys. We see them around a lot.
14-12, 2-point lead now for Lomira. Bresky gets it over with the right elbow. Nice feed inside, though, and going up to the other side of the basket with the left hand. Blake Steger gets the bucket. Good find there by Bresky. Look inside again over to Schlunder being double teamed. They're going to sandwich, and they kick it back out. It's going to come up short on the shot. Schlunder goes up, gets the rebound, and goes right up against the big guy, but misses it, overlays it. And then we're going to have a reach-in foul, looks like, on Mayville. And Mario picks up his first foul, reaching in after that miss. Emerson Middlestat checks back in the ball game for the Mayville Cardinals.
Everything I expected out of this game. Hard-fought, tough-nosed kids out here playing extremely hard.
Bodying up a little bit too much on the defense by Bennett Schellinger.
That's his second. You can just see him anytime he's coming out of the game now. We're going to see new blood. They're going to, Mayville obviously going to use a number of bodies to try and slow down Bresky.
Bresky throws it back out on top in the hands of his quarterback, Jackson Gable. And behind his team. Gable's going to get it back out to set things up again for the Lomira Lions. That's a tough shot. People all around him, but Gable misses. But a rebound back in the hands of the Lions. Lob into Bresky inside, and again
nice
finding
pass again.
Nice job finding in the same exact play with the same guy again, Blake Steger. This time Steger gets fouled on his shot. So a couple free throws here for the Lions. Nice little connection a couple times with Steger, this time just drawing the foul and have to earn it at the free throw line.
Very impressed with Bresky's passing game right now. Unselfish.
Steger misses his first free throw. Yeah, definitely. Mayville doing a pretty good job trying to keep him away from the basket. Bresky away from the basket. Next free throw is good. If you don't want him getting that ball within 5 feet or within, you got to keep him out a little ways. And they've been doing a pretty good job playing him physical. 16 fouls for the Cardinals, 5 for Lomira.
Both teams so far just playing man-to-man defenses.
Pull up from the right side is up and in. Nice looking shot there by Emerson Middlestat, getting his first bucket. So taking it all the way in by the big guy, pulls up with a 10-footer and puts it in. Another nice throw. I like it. Better defense on that one. Nice job by Schlunder to knock the ball away. A little head fake, and putting it up and in again is Emerson Middlestat, making himself known here in the last few seconds. Just a 1-point lead for Lomira, 17-16. Great game so far. 3-point shot, no good from the left corner off the shot of Keegan Kell. Rebounded by the Cardinals. Middlestat has it, working against Keegan Kell. Tried to no-look it in there, but that was pulled away by Charlie Cole, going the other way. Cole has it again, gets cut off, down in the corner with it, and passing it across court over to Kell. Yeah, good defense inside. They're really moving fast to block that access to the basket. And the shots aren't going in from outside for Lomira too much in this ball game. So
Drinkwine right now covering on the big guy and trying to root him out of the paint as much as he can.
Great defense right now by Mayville. Three-pointer left corner from Kell is no good. Bresky gets the rebound, goes up, spins around, and puts it off the glass and in. Nice, strong move there from the big fella.
Not much you can do there if you're Mayville. This Bresky playing way above the rim.
Yeah, he's got to back off and don't pick up a foul and hope he misses. That's all you can do. Schlunder gets it back out on top. High arcing shot towards the rim, no good. And the shot by Tate Drinkwine. Gable now pushes it up. 3-point shot now by Kell from the corner. Too strong. Chase down the rebound in the hands now of Mayville. Cross-court pass, and that's going to get knocked out of bounds by Kell. And we've got a timeout on the court. Back after this on RP Sports.
Planning your wedding is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1 day, Thursday, January 9th. 2 locations, Thelma Center for the Arts and Hotel Retlaw. 3 hours, come anytime from 4 till 7. This bridal expo has everything from cakes to catering, DJs to decorating. Brides-to-be get in free when registered at WFDL.com. Guest tickets are on sale now at Edith's Bridal in downtown Fond du Lac. Planning a wedding? Then plan on Bridal Fair 25. Thursday, January 9th. 2 locations, Thelma Center for the Arts and Hotel Retlaw. Listen to the great 98.7 on your smart speakers. Just ask your device to play WMDC or listen on your smartphone by downloading the free TuneIn Radio app and searching WMDC. For classic hits that pop, it's the great 98.
Okay, we are back. Timeout on the court. 19-16 in favor of Lomira. It's been a great battle so far. And what do you see so far in the game and what teams are trying to do with the other offense?
Well, I see really good athletes out there that are playing hard, and both teams, some excellent athletes that can elevate, they can create shots, and yet they're able to stay in a stance and play good defense. And I think they're doing a good job on Bresky. That's Mayville. Yeah, they have a game plan, obviously, and they're going to dive on him. And right now, maybe the key is Lomira is just not knocking down shots because they're sandwiching the paint and they're getting out open looks, but they're not going in. If they start dropping, it's a different game.
Lob pass inside, kind of a setup play, and that almost worked to perfection. They found Tate Drinkwine coming in, kind of hovering out there for a second, then made a beeline to the basket, a little alley-oop to him, but misses the shot, but gets fouled. To the line to shoot 2 will be Tate Drinkwine.
Yeah, the level of athleticism, I mean, all the guys coming off the bench, they're all very good athletes for both teams.
Drinkwine misses his first free throw, looking for his first point of the ball game. Next one up, back of the rim, no good. And stepping in to get the rebound, Keegan Kell. So Lomira with the ball now. Jackson Bloom's in the game now, 5'10 sophomore. Schroffnagel has it in the lane, kicks it. Well, he's going to get it taken away, and up with it now is Schlender along the left side, but it gets taken away from him by Dalton Zingsheim. Some good hustle plays there and not giving up that ball back. Nice job by the Lions. So the rack overlays it a little bit. Is Zingsheim a little off the mark. Back out on top in the hands of Dooley. His runner off the rim, no good. And getting the rebound is Schroffnagel. Bloom has it over to Schroffnagel inside and travel on Sam Schroffnagel.
Good back cut there and nice delivery on the pass. A little bit of a shuffle of the feet. Lomira, they got a rebound by committee now. And the Bresky out of the game. He can get just about anything he wants.
Posting up along that left side, and a nice find. And coming in from that right side is Braxton Weiss. Puts it in for his first points, but a nice find by his teammate to find him over there to get that bucket. Ball out on top. Pass it off to the right side over to Bloom. Bounce pass into Schroffnagel over by the right block. Yeah, about a 15-footer by Zingsheim is up, and it is good. He's in the scorebooks now with his first 2 points of the game. 21-18, Lomira. Yeah, Lions 4-0 on the season. Cardinals 3 tough losses to some very good teams, but they played very close.
Yeah, we knew this is going to be a nice basketball team that Mayville has. Can't go by their current record. They're going to finish over 500 if I had to guess.
Drive in the lane. That one spills off the side of the rim on the shot by Talon Meyer. Mayville has it, pushes the other way. Kell has it back over to Bloom in the hands of Dooley. And Zingsheim gets it, but loses it in the lane, and Mayville taking it the other way. Pass over to Schlender goes up before they can set up down here. Of course, the big guy not in here right now, so it's time to take it to the basket, they figure. And back within a point now are the Mayville Cardinals. Back in 30 seconds. We'll be back after this on RP Sports.
You hear it, but you can't see where it's coming from. Or worse, you know where it's coming from, but it's too much for a do-it-yourselfer to do. Call Maxwell Plumbing. They're affordable, professional, and know what they're doing. These guys do everything from taking a peek at a leak to taking on complete plumbing projects for residential, commercial, or industrial customers. Maxwell Plumbing, located in Lomira, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, and Washington counties. 920-948-9395.
From tires and transmission, batteries and brakes, to engines and exhaust, the service experts at Mayville Tire are trained to keep your vehicles at peak performance. Whether you need routine maintenance or reliable repairs, you can trust Keith and his team to take care of you and your vehicle. Ask about free pickup and delivery, no interest financing, as well as commercial truck tire service. Find the service experts at MayvilleTire.com. Mayville Tire, honest mechanics, happy customers.
That's going to send Jake Bresky to the line. Should bonus.
We are. Okay, we are back. And at the free throw line, shooting some free throws, Jake Bresky puts it up. And he puts it in.
Yeah, very nice touch for the big guy at the free throw line. What a bonus that is when you got a big fella that can score at the charity stripe.
Well, that one off the mark, misses everything on the shot inside by Austin Thorson. Lions come up with a basketball. Steger has it, tipped away inside, and here goes Mayville the other way. Nice lead pass, and putting it up and in. Beautiful pass, leading Austin Thorson towards the basket, and easily puts it in with the left hand. And back within a point now are the Cardinals.
Coach Damask alluded to that. This team is way better than their record.
He said in his interview, I do my due diligence.
Yeah.
I do all the prep work I'm supposed to do in my position, and I know this is a team you do not take lightly. Long shot up, that's going to maybe get partially blocked, and but back chasing it down and putting it in on the pass over to Blake Steger.
Steger, he always finds himself in the right place at the right time.
Another forced pass inside, and it's going to be a turnover and then a foul. He's going to be called on Emerson Middlestead.
This is going to be bonus the rest of the way for Lomira.
I want to thank some of our sponsors, Bernhard Plumbing, Maxwell Plumbing and Heating, Mayville Tire, Luke Lidke Electric, Lakeside Wealth Management, Brock Fleischer, Metalcraft of Mayville, Surefire, and Mayville Gun Club. We're making our presentation today possible. Blake Steger with a basket. I did promote it on my radio show over the Great 98 through the magic of radio. I'm going to be here, Steve Winterhack, with my 2 to 7 shift on the Great 98 in our Radio Plus family. And Randy making the dangerous trip right through the marsh to get here.
I spoke to the bus driver from Mayville. He said he had you on all the way over here. Listen.
Oh, did he?
He said he knew I was going to be here just because of that.
Yeah,
so.
I mentioned this a couple times on there, and I said, yeah, we can work things out. That's not very far to get over to Lomira, and I will be on the air. And here we are. We're doing that show over in Mayville from 2 o'clock till 7 o'clock. The Great 98. The morning show over at 103.3 FM in the Source. Nice strong move inside there by Meyer.
It's a tough shot right there. Separation, elevating.
Just a 3-point lead. Great game so far. Here goes a strong move to the basket by Jackson Gable. He'll draw the foul and go to the line now to shoot 2. He averages 20 points a game. He's only at 2 in the game so far. Great defense, great defensive plan, I think, by Mayville, really keeping him away mostly from any shots inside. And Lomira just not converting on a whole lot of shots from 15 feet and beyond. It's a little wide right on the shot by Gable, who's an 85% free throw shooter.
That foul went on Joe Promisberger, his first.
Stopped and got some gas. Got a gas card here from the radio station over at the BP here in Lomira. So
I looked away. Did Gable make the first shot?
Missed it.
He missed it. Okay.
Yep.
I'll try and keep my paperwork in order.
I studied 85% free throw shooters early in the season. Yeah, that one same spot, basically off to the right again. But coming up with a rebound and getting it inside and missing inside.
Oh, nice
Trying to
rebound.
put it up on the putback dunk, and that one comes up short. And great job there. Mayville gets the ball back without any damage done. That trip down the court for Lomira. Thomasberger has it in the lane, gets cut off by Bresky. Middlestead in the lane, knocked away, and coming up with it now is Hunter Dooley.
Those good hands by Dooley, stripping the ball away.
Long shot put up, and that is a little off to the right on the shot by the big guy, Jake Bresky. And Mayville comes up with the ball. Bringing it up now is Jordan Schlender. Stride to the basket, comes up short. When you got the big guy in there, you better make that first shot. You're not going to get a second chance if you don't box him out. And Lomira with the ball. Going up with his Gable off the glass and in. Very athletic move there from Jackson Gable.
Put your head down and get to the head of the rim. Good things will happen. Nice gap help.
It's a little short on that shot after a little contact with the defender. And here goes Kell. All alone on the right side. Three-point shot is up, and it is good for Dalton Zingsheim. Now an 8-point lead. It was just a 3-point lead just seemed like a minute ago now. It's 8-point lead. Nice little run here by the Lomira Lions, up 32-24, down to 20 seconds left. The turnaround shot, front of the rim, no good. Getting the rebound, Hunter Dooley with 15 seconds left, walking it up the court.
Yeah, a little early on that shot by Mayville. It's going to give Lomira the last shot opportunity.
Here goes Gable to the rim, kicks it back out in the top.
They'll shoot it.
It's down to 1 second left, and they got 1 second to get this ball up and toward the basket. Austin Thorson checking in right now for Mayville. And Middlestead will sit down for the Cardinals. Out on top, and a little late on that shot anyway. So we're going to end the first half here, a very entertaining first half, with Lomira kind of pulling away a little bit here at the end to take a 32-24 lead. And Randy and I will be back coming your way in just a few minutes with a look at the first half during halftime on RP Sports.
Looking for a change? A new career that checks all of the boxes? Excellent benefits? A great team culture? And plenty of room to grow? Metalcraft of Mayville is looking for candidates like you to fill openings in Mayville, West Bend, and Beaver Dam. Metalcraft truly believes employees make the difference, offering paid training, top wages, and a regularly sanitized, safe workplace. Apply today at mtlcraft.com.
Metalcraft of Mayville.
At Radio Plus, we're proud to bring you stream team coverage of local sporting events. Our team is dedicated to providing live coverage from across Wisconsin, supporting the local teams and communities we know and love. What began as a one-person operation with play-by-play on radio has grown into a 5- or 6-person production. Keeping pace with the latest technology, equipment, and personnel is not only demanding, but costly. If you'd like to support this broadcast as a sponsor or a donor in any way, please scan the QR code on the screen.
You hear it, but you can't see where it's coming from. Or worse, you know where it's coming from, but it's too much for a do-it-yourselfer to do. Call Maxwell Plumbing. They're affordable, professional, and know what they're doing. These guys do everything from taking a peek at a leak to taking on complete plumbing projects for residential, commercial, or industrial customers. Maxwell Plumbing, located in Lomira, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, and Washington counties. 920-948-9395.
From tires and transmission, batteries and brakes, to engines and exhaust, the service experts at Mayville Tire are trained to keep your vehicles at peak performance. Whether you need routine maintenance or reliable repairs, you can trust Keith and his team to take care of you and your vehicle. Ask about free pickup and delivery, no interest financing, as well as commercial truck tire service. Find the service experts at MayvilleTire.com. Mayville Tire, honest mechanics, happy customers.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
You take steps to keep yourself in top performance. When was the last time you did the same for your home's air system? Annual maintenance from the experts at Surefire helps to extend the life of your system. Proper maintenance can be the difference of years for your home's air system and major savings in energy costs when it's running at its best. Keeping your home's air system at its best will help you stay at your best for what's really important. Trust your home with Surefire. Surefire, keeping what's important comfortable since 1947.
We are back at Lomira High School. We got the future of Lomira sports on the court right now and giving them all a chance to shoot and get their first chance to shoot at the big basket here at Lomira. But your halftime score, it is Lomira pulling away in the last minute of this first half and now lead this game 32-24. But really, other than that, it's been a pretty equal battle here between these two teams. Mayville just can't quite get that basket to get over the hump to get the lead, and they had it briefly, but just for a very short time, and have always been kind of hovering anywhere from 1 to 3 points back, but now they're down by 8 at halftime. But very entertaining first half.
Very entertaining. We got a big round of applause for the young lady there. I think these are kindergarten through second graders knocking down the shot. Got boys and girls mixed. So, yeah, it's been a very entertaining half, and like I said, both teams play hard and good defense, so that makes scoring a little bit harder to come by. But, you know, Lomira able to end up with 32 here in the half. A lot of that came late, so good numbers for both teams.
Yeah, fun one to watch. I like the strategy of Coach Brett Kermsey from Cardinals. They know they have that big guy inside. I think their plan was, don't let him have his way and get in front of the basket. And keep him away from the basket and keep everybody from going into the basket, make him shoot from downtown, which Lomira was not taking advantage of for most of the first half from those three-point shots. So I thought it was a good strategy and kept themselves in the game for most of the time, but now they're just dug themselves an 8-point hole. And, of course, Jake Bresky just forced to be reckoned with. Saw that he's a very good free throw shooter, does good things around the basket, finds his teammates, too, a really nice passer. I thought he got a pretty good complete game when he's in there. It definitely changes the face of anybody trying to go inside when he's out on the court defensively, too. So, a nice looking player in the first half.
Yeah, I would think Bresky, if he so chooses, has a chance to place at the next level someplace. I don't know what level that's going to be, whether it's Division I, II, or smaller college, but he certainly has the size and the skill set, and I was impressed. No selfishness at all in a guy like him. He's always looking for his teammates, and as you mentioned, every time the ball goes into him in the paint, it's just a collapse by Mayville, and it's a good plan. Sometimes you have to pick your poison. We're going to go down there and dig. We're going to dig hard, and if they knock shots in from the outside, then you're in trouble. But right now it's working pretty well, and Lomira struggled a little bit to make those outside shots.
Yeah, you can tell it's definitely a rivalry game, and you mentioned this being a big football conference too. Some pretty athletic guys out there and pretty strong guys. Had some pretty good speed out there. So, again, Lomira had their chances inside. They missed some chances going to the rim with it and came up short on a few shots, and they can clean that up. In the second half, they could be all right, but the big thing is keeping the big guy too close to the basket, keeping him away from the basket for their strategy.
I'll tell you what, this is a good conference, basketball conference.
Oh, yeah.
You got Laconia in here and the Springs, and these are all teams that are going to compete, and it's never going to be an off night where you can just take it easy a little bit. Your preparation needs to be there, and you have to have your A game every every single night, or you're not going to come out with a victory.
Other teams playing tonight in the conference: Amrose at WLA, North Fond du Lac at Laconia, Campbellsport at St. Mary's Springs. And the predicted finish by Swiss Sports has Laconia winning the conference. They have St. Mary's Springs finishing second, followed by Lomira. WLA at fourth, Amro at fifth, and Mayville finish sixth is what their prediction is. But I tell you, a pretty good basketball conference like you mentioned before, Randy.
Yeah, it certainly is. And, whoever it is, I mean, Mayville picked to, finish near the bottom. And I'll tell you what, they're going to compete with a lot of teams in this league. And, they're going to play hard. And they've got some athletic guys that can score the basket. So it's going to be a fun league to watch.
32-24 with Lomira leading. And Randy, why don't you go through the scoring here in the first half?
Yeah, first off for Mayville, Schlender with 5 points, Middlestadt with 4, Talon Meyer leads with 11, Weiss with 2, Thornton with 2. They are 3 of 6 from the free throw line. And for Lomira, Jackson Gable with 4 points, Keegan Kell with 5. He made a 3-pointer. Dalton Zingsheim with 5 points. Blake Stager with 7. And Jake Bresky, the big guy, has 11 points. And Lomira is 7 of 12 from the free throw line.
Okay, again, your halftime score, Lomira leading 32-24. We'll take a 90-second break and be back with the second half of action here at Lomira High School right after this on RP Sports.
Luke Lake Key Electric is a proud sponsor of today's game. Serving Dodge and surrounding counties, choose the best and choose Luke Lake Key Electric. Bringing more than 25 years of certified experience to your home, office, or warehouse. They specialize in residential, commercial, industrial, and more. Full electrical installation, home standby generator sales and installation. Luke is also a proud graduate of Lomira and supporter of Lomira Athletics. Go Lions!
Brock Fleischer here with Homestead Realty. I know that buying and selling a home can be stressful. I'm here to help. Are you ready to sell? I have buyers waiting for a home just like yours. Are you looking to buy? I can sell any home that's on the market, and I'm here to get you pre-approved to purchase, along with finding the best loan and lender for your situation. I'll even go as far as arranging movers. For an easier real estate transaction, give me a call. Brock Fleischer, 920-960-0555.
At Bernhard Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhard Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhard Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
This is Pat Bresky with Lakeside Wealth Management. As a client of mine, you'll benefit from honest communication, personal services, and innovative strategies as we help you build and protect your wealth. Our objective is to provide you with clarity and confidence in your future and guide you along the path towards financial independence. As an independent firm, Lakeside Wealth Management has no obligation to investment product manufacturers. Our sole focus is serving our clients.
Contact Fond du Lac and Dodge County's Money Man, Pat Bresky at Lakeside Wealth Management, 923-9740 or lakesidwealthmanagement.net.
We are back. Steve Witterhack along with Randy Armga. Got the stream team here with us and watching a pretty good, hotly contested game here. Looking forward to the second half of this game between these two rivals. Always means something when Mayville takes on Lomira in any sport.
We'll have to see if either coach makes any kind of adjustment. It's been straight man-to-man by both teams so far.
Lions will start things out with the ball. Bresky has it down in the corner, dribbles out. Back over to Gable again, very cognizant of where Jake Bresky is, and they got to put a body right on him to keep him out of that lane. Oh, and that's going to go through the hands of Charlie Cole, and it will be Mayville basketball.
I watched a bit of the JV game, and Mayville did a lot of full court pressing in that game. I thought maybe it would be something they would pull out here, but we haven't seen it so far.
So Schroffnagel's going to pick a foul up at half court, guarding Jordan Schlender just a little bit too hard, trying to cut him off from going to the right. So he's going to sit down with that foul. That is his second foul. Quick replacement there in the first 35 seconds with Schroffnagel coming out. Schlender has it, pulls up, and floats one over the top of the big guy out there. Nice looking shot there by Joran Schlender. Back within 6 now are the Mayville Cardinals. Gable has it by the free throw line. Three-pointer on the way from the far side from Keegan Kell, and rebounded by Jake Bresky, and puts it back up and in for his 13th point of the ball game. Nice little look inside, but I think that was changed by Bresky inside. He gets the rebound. Gable kicks it out to the left side over to Cole. Goes Gable working against Schellinger, and gives it up to Gable, goes to the rack, overlays it, and going up and putting it back up and down. A big throwdown there for Jake Bresky.
That was exciting.
Yeah, that would get the crowd going. Spilled right off the front of the rim, just tailor-made for a 6'9" athletic guy to go up and take and hammer it down.
Brings a little life to the crowd here from Lomira.
Schlender goes down the right side. Nice athletic play there from Schlender.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He's got all the points for Lomira so far, as does Bresky for the Lomira. Schlender for, I should say, the Mayville. Kell has it and kicks it back out. Almost loses control, but gets it back. Cole back down to the corner, gets it over to Dooley, gets cut off on his path to the basket. Straightaway three-pointer rims out, no good on the shot by Cole, and Mayville takes it the other way, trailing by 8.
Credit Mayville, they do a nice job of boxing out on Bresky. I mean, he's going to get some offensive rebounds just because of his size, and he had the big dunk, but they're doing a nice job putting bodies on him.
Talon Meyer has it, working in a little fadeaway 10-footer. That one misses, and grabbing the rebound is Cole, taking it the other way now for the Lions. Three-point shot in the way, it's a little too strong. Nice job getting to the ball, getting the position to get that with the body right in front of him, but Bresky with those long arms grabs it, takes it right back to the rack and scores.
And he does it without fouling.
Steal by Dooley by half court, passes it, misses it, and going up. Oh, he misses the dunk, but gets it back on the shot by Bresky. All 8 points for the Lomira Lions, and now opens up a 12-point lead for Lomira. Timeout, back after this on RP Sports.
From tires and transmission, batteries and brakes, to engines and exhaust, the service experts at Mayville Tire are trained to keep your vehicles at peak performance. Whether you need routine maintenance or reliable repairs, you can trust Keith and his team to take care of you and your vehicle. Ask about free pickup and delivery, no interest financing, as well as commercial truck tire service. Find the service experts at MayvilleTire.com. Mayville Tire, honest mechanics, happy customers.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
Okay, we are back at Lomira High School. Steve Witterhack, Randy Armga, and a nice little run here. Getting 8 points so far here in the half is their big guy, Jake Bresky, making a big difference in the ball game, and has his team up by 12 now, 40-28.
Yeah, gives him 19 in the ball game. Asserting himself here early in the second half.
You can close it out on the perimeter a little bit, change a shot out there. Weiss has it, gets it back off to Meyer. Back to Weiss in the corner. Comes around and gets the ball knocked out of his hands. Nice steal there from Hunter Dooley. Taking it back for Lomira. There's Gable being guarded by Braxton Weiss. Takes it in the lane, and you could tell by his face he wanted to go all the way, but gets his shot changed. A lot of contact in the lane, no call, and going the other way. Drinkwine hands the ball over to Schlender.
A lot of confident guys out here, and I think maybe, again, some of that from that football season and toughness that you develop.
Oh, that one is knocked out here. Drinkwine shot. And Brusky goes up and swats it out. And the best thing for the Lions is they get the ball shot up. That comes up short on the shot by Jackson Gable. So look inside, and sneaking that one in right past the long arms of Bresky. And Schlender gets the basket for his 6th point here in the second half, and 11 in the ball game so far. A lot of the alley-oop up to Bresky up there, but a little too high. Just didn't time that out very good. Drive on the right side, put up, and it is good on the shot by Braxton Weiss.
Reese's 4th point in the game. A lot of quality athletes for both teams here.
Yeah, back with an 8 now are the Mayville Cardinals. One's knocked away, and grabbing it is Gable. Brings it back out. Passing up the shot outside as Cole takes in the lane. Trying to find a crease in there somewhere are the Lions. And 3-pointer from the right corner by Cole right in front of us. No good. Rebound in the hands of Kell. Keegan Kell with the rebound for the Lions.
Myra, they've gotten a lot of 3-point attempts. Not really able to knock down too many.
That is blocked. Nice block by Promersberger. And then we go down the other way, and exactly happened there. Weiss gets a basket.
I believe so, yeah.
It was stopping play, so I'm not. They're bringing in another player. Blake Steger checks in the ball game, and Gable will sit down. Nice little comeback here for Mayville. They were down by 12 points at one time. Now only down by 6. Got the last 6 points.
Not sure if that was just some type of warning or a delay of game warning or what exactly happened there. But, yeah, there was no foul called. Play on.
Okay.
Officials having a conversation with Coach Damask. He's like, what's going on?
Dooley has it, kind of stops, and then he's going to draw a foul on the Mayville Cardinals.
Officials will let you put one hand on for momentarily, but not two.
Yeah, just one foul for each team, so definitely a very clean second half. Little half hook shot that spills off the rim on the shot by Bresky inside. Mayville has a chance to tighten things up again, only down by 6. Meyer kicks it back out on top. 3-pointer on the way, rims out, no good. Bresky with a rebound. He'll pass the ball over to Cole. Cole gets it back down to Dooley in the right corner. 11:45 and counting down here in the ball game. Bresky showing he wants the ball. We're working against Drinkwine, but a good job by Drinkwine holding his spot. Front of the rim, no good. Nice rebound inside, but that's knocked away in the putback shot of Blake Steger, and Mayville again with another opportunity to tighten this thing up.
Very active, good hands by both teams, actually.
Drinkwine launches one up from straight away, and that is no good. Long rebound in the hands of Austin Thorson.
Dribbled off his own foot and out of bounds.
Yeah, opportunities there the last few trips down the court for the Cardinals, just not converting. And Lomira will get it back. Bresky's going to sit down, take a little rest. Stuck on 40-34 in favor of Lomira with 11:17 and counting down here in the ball game.
Jake Bresky, the only player to score in the second half here for Lomira.
Schroffnagel has it out on top, hands the ball off over to Cole, and that gets blocked. And coming up with it is Mayville. Nice job stepping in, Talon Meyer to grab it. Crossover dribble, a spin move up just inside the free throw line. That is an athletic play there from Talon Meyer. And he's got his team within 4. Timeout on the court. Back after this on RP Sports.
You hear it, but you can't see where it's coming from. Or worse, you know where it's coming from, but it's too much for a do-it-yourselfer to do. Call Maxwell Plumbing. They're affordable, professional, and know what they're doing. These guys do everything from taking a peek at a leak to taking on complete plumbing projects for residential, commercial, or industrial customers. Maxwell Plumbing, located in Lomira, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, and Washington counties. 920-948-9395.
The Mayville Gun Club proudly supports high school athletics. The Mayville Gun Club is open to the public and welcomes you to enjoy their facilities. Whether you want to sharpen your skills or spectate, you'll love the beautiful clubhouse overlooking 50 wooded acres filled with wildlife. You're sure to appreciate the gorgeous views, along with craft, skeet, and sporting clay course. For all upcoming event information, league details, and listing of membership benefits, visit MayvilleGunClub.com. The Mayville Gun Club, where enjoyment comes naturally.
Okay, we are back after that timeout, and 4-point lead now. Great job by Mayville defensively and just kind of creeping back in this thing. They were down 40-28 at one time. They've got the last 8 points.
Schlender with 6 in this half, Meyer with 2, and Weiss with 4.
So Meyer's got to try to get some kind of rhythm again. Still got the big guy sitting down yet with Bresky. Ball out on top over to Dooley. It's cut off on his way to the lane. Dooley's going to get it back and misses the shot just inside three-point range, but an offensive rebound in the hands of the Lions. Three-pointer on the way over on the other side, missed by Cole. And a good job on the offensive glass, getting a few opportunities, but not converting for the Lions. And here goes Schlender the other way. Little jump stop in the lane, and what a shot there. Nice-looking shot by Talon Meyer. Making his presence known over the last scoring here of the second half.
I'll give Meyer 15 points in the game.
2-point lead now for the Lions, just hanging on here. It's a battle on the flyaway. Great rivalry game going on here at Lomira High School. 40-38 in favor of the host Lions. Schroffnagel's going to get called for the double dribble. So again, everything going against the Lions right now. It's been a bad stretch. They have not scored in minutes here. And you got the Mayville Cardinals with an opportunity to maybe tie it up or take the lead here with 9:40 left in the ball game.
And the only scoring for the Lions has been Bresky, and most of that was on second chance opportunities.
And Bresky gets the steal, a sloppy pass there. And Gable has it along the left side now for the Lions. Cross-court pass over to Dooley. Takes it in the lane, finds a crease there, pull-up 10-footer right side, no good on the shot by Zingsheim. And Schlender gets the rebound for Mayville. Another opportunity to tie or take the lead this trip down.
Very cold shooting night here for the Lions. Just cannot knock down shots.
The drifting 15-foot shot that goes off the rim on the right side. No good on the shot by Weiss. Gable now has it for the Lions. A little hesitation, gets it tapped out of his hands by Bennett Schellinger. Thorson has it back out on top over to Meyer. A couple of tall play, boy, gutsy shot with Gable right in that area, Bresky right in that area, but comes up short on the shot. Steve Witterhack and Randy Armgren with you from Lomira High School. Great crowd here tonight. Watching a great game in the Flyway Conference. Just a 2-point lead for the host Lions. They've got the ball, clinging on to that 2-point lead.
Yeah, thanks to all of our sponsors for making this possible.
Bresky finds his teammate all by himself. A little head fake going up, getting blocked on the shot. Meyer. Sort of a delayed whistle there, and Meyer looks like he's going to pick up a foul. Yeah, nice look by Bresky, but better close-in defense on by the Mayville Cardinals to change that shot for a while. But to the free throw line for getting fouled is Blake Stager, looking for his first points of the second half. First free throw is good. First points in about 3-4 minutes or so for the Lomira Lions.
First point scored by somebody other than Jake Bresky in this half.
Yeah. Back to a 3-point lead for the Lions. Another opportunity here for Stager, and puts it in, nothing but net.
A little conversation going on there as he was getting ready to shoot the free throw. Not sure what was said to him, but he said something back and then buried it.
Drained it, yeah. 4-point lead now for the host Lions. See if Mayville has an answer this trip down. Schlunder has it down in the corner and a missed shot underneath. A nice find underneath, but just couldn't finish it on the shot by Austin Thorson. Kell has it, lobs it inside, and a nice little feed inside to the big guy. Jake Bresky gets the benefit of the nice pass. He's got 21 points in the game, 10 points here in the second half.
It's a good catch. The shot was the easy part.
Three-pointer on the way, and that is no good by Schellinger. Rebound right away back in the hands of the Lions, pushing it up immediately. Here goes Gable with his shot from the left side, and that is a three-point make for Jackson Gable. Just 7 points in the game for that big one there for the Lions, opening up now a 9-point lead, 47-38. Another three-point shot on the way, this time by Schellinger, and that is the answer right there for Mayville. First points in the ball game for Schellinger. Maybe an inadvertent whistle, possibly. He kind of patted his chest, the official did, like, that's me.
They're just giving the player opportunity to get up, but that's the second time we've had that.
So Schlunder will sit down. 47-41 in favor of Lomira. Gable has it, dribbles by the free throw line. Three-pointer on the way now by Kell. No good, tapping it up and putting it in. Kind of flying in from the left side is Bresky. He's on racking up the points here in the ball game, especially the second half. Has his team back up by 8, 49-41. Meyer has it, some nice defense by Dooley, but a nice find inside into Austin Thorson. So it'll cut to the basket, gets rewarded, puts it in. 6-point lead now for the Lions.
Thornson's fourth point in the ball game.
Middlestat will pick up the foul. That is his third foul, team's third. A low foul second half there. 3 on Mayville and 1 foul. Has the team on the Lomira Lions.
I think officials are doing a nice job. They let them play a little bit, but they're also protecting people.
Let's get a little too strong at the back of the rim, and then we've got a foul.
Going to go on Bresky for over the back, I think.
This is his about 5-footer from straight away. Those are the ones that you really want to see him start making as a player of that size. They got to kind of put those over the lesser height players out there. Not too strong in that one.
That's a nice looking jump hook. It's just he hasn't been able to knock him down. It's going to take a lot of repetitions over the next year and a half to really perfect that part of his game.
Schlunder with it, dribbles off to the left. Under 6 to play in the game. 6-point lead now for the host Lomira Lions. Taken to the rack, spills off, no good. Put back shot is good right over the top of Bresky on that shot by Braxton Weiss. 6 points in the half, 8 points in the game for Weiss. A little back cut. Ended up a good close out there by the Mayville Cardinals.
Tie up call. The held ball is going to be in Mayville's basketball. Maybe should have gone up early with that one. He had
right
the
away.
opportunity. That one was one of those where you want to go quick.
Yeah, because by the time he hesitated for a second, he had 2 guys right on him then. He got time to close in on him. A little foul away from the basketball. I see Gable clapping his hands, tied up with one of the Lions and possibly Talon Meyer. Meyer picks up his third foul, team's fourth. 5:18 left here in the ball game.
A quick moving game.
But just a 4-point lead. Nice job by Mayville to hang around. They'll take every advantage of every opportunity you get from now on. You have a chance to win this game. Dooley has it top of the key. Yeah, looking to Bresky inside this time. Puts it up and finishes. making his presence known inside. 16 points in the half and 27 in the game for Jake Bresky. A little long on that three-point attempt. Bresky chases it down and taps it back into Gable, pushes it up. Gable has it along the left side. A crossover dribble, and nice defense there by Weiss. That's going to be a block shot inside. Nice job by Braxton Weiss to block that shot. Here's a 15-footer up and misses everything. Wide left, a little strong. 6-point lead now for the Lions, and they've got the ball. 4:20 and counting down in the game. Dooley with it in the corner, being guarded by Schlender. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. It'll remain Lion basketball.
Bresky, he's going to get a little bit stronger in the post there and hold his ground. He's getting rooted out, and credit the Mayville football guys for maybe making that happen.
He gets it, and this time he says, I don't care. That's how you take it up. That's a man's move inside by Jake Bresky. Goes up hard and draws the foul. His first trip to the free throw line and running out of room to put points down in a little square that says Jake Bresky for the second half here. And puts his free throw up and good. Gets the three-point play and a timeout. Back after this on RP Sports.
This is Pat Bresky with Lakeside Wealth Management. As a client of mine, you'll benefit from honest communication, personal services, and innovative strategies as we help you build and protect your wealth. Our objective is to provide you with clarity and confidence in your future and guide you along the path towards financial independence. As an independent firm, Lakeside Wealth Management has no obligation to investment product manufacturers. Our sole focus is serving our clients.
Contact Fond du Lac and Dodge County's Money Man, Pat Bresky at Lakeside Wealth Management, 923-9740 or lakesidewealthmanagement.net.
Steve Witterhack and Randy Armgett with you at this timeout at beautiful Lomira High School. I look forward to calling this game and getting a chance to talk to Dan, which we did before the game. Both of us had our time with Mr. Damask. Has his house all lit up. He lives in Waupun, right? The same town we live in. And time you're going down Edgewood Street, you can look over there, see his big red house with the 18-foot ceiling basement and all decorated up nicely for Christmas. Yeah, good to watch a good battle in the Flyway Conference. Good basketball conference, just a good sports conference. Missed shot, overshot, and chased down by Keegan Kell on the rebound. 9-point lead now for Lomira, 54-45. Got Randy busy on Saturday. He's going to be over in Randolph bringing you some boys basketball, right?
Yeah, boys and girls. I think it's a double.
That's all right. It's a doubleheader, boys and girls doubleheader.
Girls first, afternoon 2:45, and then whatever 5-something after that. Whenever the other first game is done, Poinette doubleheader, Poinette action.
A little drive to the basket by Gable, no good, and getting the rebound and bringing it back out to set up his Steger. Goes Gable in the lane with it, and throws it right behind his teammate, Steger, who's coming in on that left side. So Mayville only down by 9, 3:09, but they've got to get it going right now. Start making the shots and take advantage of their opportunities. Yeah, I was all excited for that game, a doubleheader, and the wife, she definitely makes all the plans in the house, and a nice putback there on the shot by Austin Thorson. Said we got a birthday party that day for one of my 6 grandkids, so said Randy, more than happy to take over all the duties and bring old Big Nate Young with you and bring you those 2 games coming up on Saturday. Drive to the basket and putting it down hard on a drive by Bresky. A nice little feed to him. He knew what to do. Just like a power step towards the basket, a power dribble, and flushes it from that left side.
Well, just dribbled out of bounds there by Meyer.
Man, just a junior, Jake Bresky. He's got a whole nother year here. Over a year and a half he's going to be here. So people in Lomira are glad to see that, and the rest of the Flyaway is not so happy to see it. He was the first team all-conference player last year as a sophomore in the Flyway.
Maybe he has room to grow yet. He's still a young guy.
Yeah, looks young.
Barely driving a car, He could.
Another pass inside, and they're finding Jake Bresky early and often here in their drives down and taking full advantage of it. 3-point shot is good from the right side. Braxton Weiss. But 58-50, we got a timeout on the court. Back after this on RP Sports.
From our initial consultation to the final closing, I'm with you every step of the way, ensuring a smooth and seamless home selling experience. My goal is to make the home selling process smooth and worry-free. For a smooth and successful sale, contact Brock Fleischer at 920-960-0555 or visit WeSellWisco.com.
If he's a good interview.
We are back 58-50 with 2:02 left in the game. Nice job numerous times in the ball game by the Mayville Cardinals, making some runs and keeping the game within reason and getting back into it. But then some good answers when they got to that point and they got too close, and the Lions would get some big buckets, and now they just flat out admit right to you. They're going to find the big guys as often as they can, and he's been converting every single time he's touched the ball the last many trips down.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with his ability, and you think it's easy just because he's 6'9", but he's made some good catches in traffic. He made some good catches on passes that have been low, and it's not easy for a big guy to go down and get balls below his knees, and showing me very good hands and a pretty good ability to finish. And as I said, upside is still really high.
Lions with the ball, just trying to run some clock off right now, down to 1:43 and counting down. 8-point lead for the host Lomira Lions. We'll be talking to a coach and a few players after the game, so stick around for that.
A little keep away going on right now, and doing a good job of it.
Clock is Lomira's friend, and they're eating chunks of the clock off right now with 1:23 and counting down here in the game.
That's one thing the Mass coach teams have been very good at, and that is playing ahead, playing with a lead late in the game, taking care of the ball. Stresses that in drills and practice.
And finally a foul for Mayville with 1:06 left, and realizing time to stop that clock and see if they can get that ball back with some free throws right now. Just a front end of a bonus going to be shot by Blake Steger. Definitely be, if Lomira hangs on to win here, we'll definitely be talking to Jake Bresky. Come up with another player here to talk to, and also maybe hopefully get a chance to talk to Dan Damask after the ball game. That one no good, but Mayville says, wait a second. With a minute left, we got time to do something right now. So game is not decided yet. And Drinkwine gets it inside. A nice find inside to Drinkwine. Tate says, Mr. Winterhack, we're not done. Let's put a bucket in. We're back within 6.
Yeah, two-possession game.
Yeah, you start fouling and making them earn at the free throw line. They going to do that again. Now they're going to put to the line Jackson Gable, who's, like I said, 85% free throw shooter early in the season, but 0 for 2 in this ball game. Missing badly on those 2 free throws back in the first half.
Gable with only 7 points in the game, below his average. Myra just did not shoot the ball very well tonight from the outside, so good game plan by Mayville. Worked out for him, kept him in this game.
That one, that looks like an 85% free throw shooter on that one from Gable. Slow game for him. He's been averaging 20 points a game.
Right.
Got 8 points in this ball game. Front of the rim, no good. Alan Meyer will take it down now with 39 seconds left. Kicks it out to the left side. Jump stop in the lane, back out on top. A look inside again. A Drinkwine gets it blocked from behind by Bresky. Drinkwine trying to get that other bucket there to get his team back within 5 points, but
I think it hit him when he was out of bounds after the block. See the big guy Bresky standing next to one of our officials, just towering over him.
It's towering over Dan Damasco. I look at two eye to eye. He's a good 6'3" or so. Dan is coaching for over 30 years is his coaching experience.
Started in Minnesota, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
He's got quite the resume coaching-wise, and have to see his talents over. That one's no good on the free throw by Gable. Got to see his coaching talents during that state tournament run over in Waupun. Missed shot down on the other end. Can't afford that if you're Mayville. Somebody stepping on the end line for Lomira. So Cardinals get another chance here, but there's only 21 seconds left. They're down by 7, 59-52. Long three on the way now from Meyer is good, and a quick timeout taken by Coach Kermsey. Big bucket there, makes it a 4-point lead, Randy. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah, this is entertaining. Mayville, a lot of fight in that dog, I'll tell you that. They're fighting for everything they got. If it wasn't for Jake Bresky and the big night he's had, this would be a different outcome. And yeah, credit Mayville. I mentioned that to you earlier, Steve. They're going to give teams a lot of trouble this year in this conference, and they're going to be there every night. And
I don't see them as being a number 6 team in the conference.
I don't know who is, though, because all the teams
we've seen Springs play too already, and they put a nice team on the court too, and gave a very good Waupun team more than they can handle. A slow start in that ball game that we covered, but man, they came back, and
Laconia is going to be good.
They're good, and they're expected to. Predictions that they're going to win the conference, but I don't know. WLA is always a pretty good basketball school.
Right.
Amro was the conference champions, I think, last year. So it could be anybody. I think the top 6 is anybody could finish towards the top, if not win the conference.
You could win this conference with the potential of having 3 or 4 losses. That could, these teams could be splitting as the season goes. It's no doubt. If Mayville does finish near the bottom, they're going to be one of the better bottom finishers in a conference anywhere around.
Okay, here we go. 4-point lead now for Lomira. Mayville's going to turn it up a notch, and probably if they can't steal that inbounds pass, probably get a foul right away.
Yeah, you got to go for the steal, and if you don't get it, you're going to foul.
Okay, so it's going to be a foul on Lomira. Again, their hope is some missed free throws by the Lomira Lions for Mayville, and hovering right around there. They got to feel pretty good about how they played against the very good Lomira Lions team here, but this game not over yet. 15 seconds yet to decide it. And free throws need to be made now for Lomira to try to clinch this thing.
Keegan Kell going to the line.
Double bonus time. That is the 10th foul now for Mayville. Front of the rim, no good. That's all you can ask for a Mayville basketball player out there, and the coach is, you miss those free throws, give us another chance to get a little bit closer. Next free throw on the way, and that is good. Down to 13 seconds. Got to get it down here in a hurry, and bringing it up and getting fouled out on the perimeter. Not a bad foul when you only have 3 fouls as a team going into that.
Yeah, good foul there. Fouls to give.
So another timeout. More things to talk about, but now we're down to 10 seconds left. And Lomira still with the basketball, so they've got things kind of looking better and better as the seconds tick off that clock, Randy.
Yeah, and it's one of those situations they can play very aggressively and foul, and then there will not be an opportunity for the Cardinals to score with the clock stopped. So it's looking tough right now for Mayville to come back in this thing. I think, Steve, you don't have to go for a 3 right here. You take the best available shot right away, and then you get after it, and you probably foul again and hope for the best.
Yep, I agree with that. But 10 seconds, that's going to click off in a hurry. But they're going to look back at this game and maybe look at our broadcast. You can watch this game, of course, anytime once we're done besides watching it live. And they might be looking at that and thinking, man, we should have took more advantage of the opportunities we had. But missed some shots here and there, but great defense. They can really look at that. That's going to be something that they're really good at now. And once you shore up your offense just a little bit more, it could be things turning their way as the season goes along. But they do have the ball. Three-pointer from the left corner is up, no good, and a rebound in the hands of Blake Steger with 5.7 seconds left, and needed that bucket to go to have a realistic chance.
Going to the line for two is going to make it almost impossible for Mayville right now. They might concede after this.
I'm definitely going to talk to Jake Bresky. Anybody else you think would be a good person to interview? I know we lost a lot of great defensive players for Lomira.
Steger's had a nice game.
I thought so too. He's only averages 4 points a game. Just missed a free throw there. He's got 9, but he had a lot of good things. We were mentioning his name a lot. This shot, and your final score is Lomira winning this game 60-55. We'll take a break. I'll see if I can get some interviews and get some stats for you. Be back after this on RP Sports.
Hear it, but you can't see where it's coming from. Or worse, you know where it's coming from, but it's too much for a do-it-yourselfer to do. Call Maxwell Plumbing. They're affordable, professional, and know what they're doing. These guys do everything from taking a peek at a leak to taking on complete plumbing projects for residential, commercial, or industrial customers. Maxwell Plumbing, located in Lomira, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, and Washington counties. 920-948-9395.
Luke Lake Key Electric is a proud sponsor of today's game. Serving Dodge and surrounding counties, choose the best and choose Luke Lake Key Electric, bringing more than 25 years of certified experience to your home, office, or warehouse. They specialize in residential, commercial, industrial, and more. Full electrical installation, home standby generator sales and installation. Luke is also a proud graduate of Lomira and supporter of Lomira Athletics. Go Lions!
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
This is Pat Bresky with Lakeside Wealth Management. As a client of mine, you'll benefit from honest communication, personal services, and innovative strategies as we help you build and protect your wealth. Our objective is to provide you with clarity and confidence in your future and guide you along the path towards financial independence. As an independent firm, Lakeside Wealth Management has no obligation to investment product manufacturers. Our sole focus is serving our clients.
Contact Fond du Lac and Dodge County's Money Man, Pat Bresky at Lakeside Wealth Management, 923-9740 or lakesidewealthmanagement.net.
Welcome back to Lomira High School. I'm Steve Witterhack, and with me right now, a guy that made a huge difference in this ball game, Jake Bresky. I'm not sure how many points you ended up, about 31, 33, somewhere in there, but great second half especially. And just talk about your opponent here today, Mayville. They had a plan to kind of keep you away from the basket and played you physical, but what was it like into the battle inside?
Yeah, it was for sure tough, but towards this, beginning of the second half, I knew, I saw my guards were starting to dribble in. Then I kind of undercut them and got post that way, leg whipped, and it was just way easier for me to get open because the first half they were really kind of being really physical with me and was hard to get into my post, and they were doubling as soon as I got the ball.
Yeah, and I saw you a couple of moves there too. You were just going to go to the rack, and if you're going to drag somebody with you, you're going to drag them with you. And sometimes you have to do that against teams that are playing you tough like that. So I thought that was pretty good too. Thoughts about your team too, and how you're doing this season, and I thought you guys as a team played a pretty good defensive game here today.
Yeah, we really devote ourselves to defense, and tonight we played really good defense. I thought we rebounded the ball really well. We did our best to get out on their shooters, and we talked really well on defense, I thought, tonight. And defense is going to be like that for all year. It's always going to be our most important thing we focus on.
Now Mayville, of course, just up the road. Is that you think your main competition, or who's the team that you really want to go out there and take care of business with in the flyway this season?
I'm going to say Springs and Laconia. Those are our biggest competition this year.
Okay. Well, hey, an excellent game. Great second half here. First half, too, was great, too. But, again, Jake Bresky joining us, and we'll see you down the road here. Had a great game here tonight.
Thank you.
Okay, Jake, I'll take your headsets. We're going to send it back over to Randy, and maybe we'll get a chance to talk to Coach DeMatch. Randy, you done? can pop over here. And again, the 60-55 was the final score here, and just looking for Dan over there, but we're going to get Randy over here. Kind of get stuck. He sits down for get to our age, it's hard to get out of a chair after sitting down for 2 hours. But Randy, again, a pretty entertaining game. Just what we thought we were going to see between two rivals here in the Flyaway. Great basketball conference. A couple teams just a few miles up the road from each other, and it was going to be physical. It was, and really wasn't decided till the last minute of the ball game.
Right, and I think a lot of people felt that Lomira was going to be victorious here, which they were, but Mayville gave them everything they wanted, and within reach, under a minute, you can't say anything else. And of course, with Jake Bresky having the big game he had, I mean, the difference in this game, and I don't know what you do. How do you match 6'9" and pretty talented as well? So, I mean, otherwise, you credit Mayville with a great effort here tonight.
Okay, we'll kind of run down some of the points. Everybody's point total here in the ball game.
Yeah, Schlender for Mayville with 11, Middlestat with 4, Talon Meyer with 18, Braxton Weiss with 10, Drinkwine with 2, Thornton with 6, and Schellinger with 3 for a total of 55.
We'll get the other half. We got Dan
right
here right now, so we can those important coaching duties and stuff like that. So we're going to be looking at the camera up here, Dan. But I guess give your evaluation of the game. Looked like a few times you're going to pull away, and I thought pretty good game plan there by Mayville, coming out and playing some pretty tough physical defense and kind of stuck in there, and really a game wasn't decided at the last minute really in the game. So just talk about your team in this game today.
Yeah, we find ways to make it interesting, that's for sure. There was times when I thought we could really step on them and maybe get it up to 14, 16 or something, like, and sometimes when teams are in that kind of hole, you don't know how they're going to respond. Maybe you pull away from that point. We never quite were able to get to that point. I give Mayville a lot of credit. They just kept coming at it. They've played a really nice schedule of opponents so far, and this has kind of been the outcome for them. They lose a lot of relatively close games against some really solid teams. It's a little bit of a triage situation for me in getting kids, on my wavelength. We'll do some really nice things, and then we do some things that are really hard to take, to be honest, for me. Because they're just not a part of what I envision as successful basketball. The good thing is we fight through it together, and we don't have a total collapse. So we're always able to regroup. We're always able to get a bucket when we really need one. But it doesn't help, and the game is so much more successful when you make shots. And I don't know what we made for. We're pretty good three-ball shooting team, and we just, you make some of those, and the game looks a lot prettier all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's a little different outcome with that, and then you had to, going into the big guy, had over 20 points in the second half, and he took care of business inside, and I thought it was great how the team found him and how he kind of slid in there to make himself available for those opportunities.
Yeah, and teams are going to throw a lot at Jake, and he's he's like a wanted man, most wanted man in the conference, I feel, because he gets so much attention, and he's still able to deliver a pretty good night, game in, game out. That being said, I'll always be after more with him. There's no doubt about it. And
well, you know what he's capable of. Just get him to buy into what you're selling right now. So
and I think too, getting in. He's not in mid-season form yet.
Yeah.
And we're playing him a fair amount of minutes, and sometimes the performance will, for big guys when they're tired, it's much more evident as you know.
Yeah.
Their play, they can look really good when they're fresh and really sloppy really fast when the big guys are tired. So I had to maybe do a little better job on my rotations there to spell him a little bit more to keep him fresher.
Well, Dan, good to see you again, and we're going to be keeping an eye on you, doing a few more of your games throughout the season. So good luck and good to see you again.
Appreciate it. Thanks for covering us.
Yeah, love being here. Dan Damask, head coach. I'll take your headset. We'll get Randy back over here. And Randy, okay, again, the final score is 60-55. Randy's just going to give the results yet. Scoring for the Lomira Lions in the second half.
Okay, get settled here, and to finish just off with Mayville, they only shot 6 free throws tonight, and I guess I don't think it was poorly officiated. I think that's just how it played out. I mean, Lomira is so much longer, so they were 3 of 6 from the line. And for Lomira, Jackson Gable with 8 points, Keegan Kell with 6, Zingsheim with 5, Blake Stager with 9, and the big guy Jake Bresky ended up with 32. He had 13 field goals. He was 6 of 7 from the free throw line himself, so he had a nice night. You said he's got a good touch from the line, and that's a luxury to have a big guy at that size that can score when you foul him, and it makes it hard on the defense. So nice job there. And they shot 24 free throws, and they were 13 of 24 for 54%.
So when you win by 5 points, those free throws were a big part of the result of this game.
Both teams could have shot better from the line, would have made it a little more interesting.
So that's about it. We're going to wrap things up. I want to thank our stream team. Excellent job as always. These guys always a top-notch job. Randy, thanks for joining me. Randy's going to be doing Randolph doubleheader coming up on Saturday in the afternoon with boys and girls basketball at Randolph against Poinet.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah, Poinet. So, again, thanks for joining us. We're going to wrap things up here from Lomira High School. They win 60-55. This has been Flyway Basketball on RP Sports.